Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Willie B Drinks Beer. Today, or tonight, I have for you a bit of contrast. So in a previous episode we tried this beer, which is called Cameo by KC, and this is an East Coast IPA, hazy style, New England style IPA. Lots of stone fruits, and then this time we actually have Back in the Day. And this is a West Coast style India Pale Ale. And so we got a bit of contrast here. We've gone from orange to green, and we have changed the style from the East Coast to the West Coast. So who will win the battle of East Coast versus West Coast? Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna crack this open. Well, the village stayed safe from the spillage. So onwards and upwards as we pour into Meet Me by the Bonfire. I love this glass. Okay, I can immediately just smell a lot of floral aromas just kind of just surrounding me almost. This is delightful. I can tell this is gonna be good. So nice big head there. We won't be too concerned about that. So again, this is KC Brewing and Blending out of Glenwood Springs, Colorado, up in the mountains, about 3 hours from Denver. And as I mentioned, this is a West Coast style. Typically, these are kind of more dank is the classic way to describe a West Coast versus an East Coast, has like stone fruits, kind of peach, apricot, that kind of thing. So this is going to be different, and it's kind of the IPA really that kind of resurrected the style. Originally, the IPA is a British style that was pale ales that were fortified in order to survive the journey to India. At least, I think that's the story. Anyway, really, like, I remember the first IPA I tried was a Green King IPA, and I absolutely hated it. And it was only when I tried an American IPA, which was at this point, I don't think it was distinguished between West Coast and East Coast. I think they just were West Coast, but they were just called IPAs, and it was just a completely different experience. Vibrant, bright hops, brewed by craft brewers who put a lot of effort into dialing in and getting it right, and a lot of experimentation going on, which maybe the macro brewers are less into. But anyway, I'm really excited for this one. So the hops in the other one were Nelson and Mosaic, and then in this one there's Citra, Simcoe, and Amarillo. So these are like really classic West Coast hops that really injected life into the world of beer and really resurrected American brewing. So super excited to try this. It's a pint, keep cold, drink fresh, you've got it. And on the back, also some information. Back in the Day is a West Coast style IPA brewed with malt wheat, golden promise, and a touch of carafoam. I think there was carafoam in the other one, so maybe these are kind of like parallel brother-sister beers. We also extensively hop this beer with Citra. Remember that theme? Excessive hopping, extensive hopping this time. With Citra, Simcoe, and Amarillo hops. It's a refreshing change of pace in a world that can be slightly hazy at times. Now, no truer words were spoken. Well, some truer words, but we won't worry about that right now. I'm just going to top off my beer, and I am getting all those floral, dank aromas. In colour, it's clearer than a hazy IPA, unsurprisingly. It's closer to a lager, but it's still like a little bit darker. I guess maybe the carafoam's bringing that to bear fruit in terms of the way it looks and the colour. So give it a sniff. Yeah, I'm smelling the bitterness, and it's almost like mouth-watering. I know that sounds strange with bitterness, but honestly, sometimes bitterness is what you need, like a bit of a punch, you know, and like it's been a long day, so I'm ready. All right. Oh, yeah, it just grips my mouth. I can taste the the sharp hoppy bitterness, and it's not too intense. There's not like a hot burn. You'll hear people talk about that, but it does have a little bit of a bite to it, but it's really smooth. It's not mega dank. There is some dankness, but I would say it's more floral than anything. I just am getting light herbaceous sort of flavors, and I'm really enjoying this beer. I think in all honesty, like, I mean, this might have a slight edge over the other one, but basically I think they're the same beer, kind of with, you know, the same kind of malt base. Let's just have a look at that. Wheat, flaked oats, spelt. Nah, okay, the malts are completely different, but maybe it's some of that yeast character that's similar, that yeast, that Casey yeast. But it's honestly a superb beer. I'm enjoying every sip of this, and if I were you and you can locate this in your local liquor store, I would go for it. Casey, fantastic brewery. I hope to visit in the summer. And anyway, I think, again, you have heard enough from me on this beer. I would love to hear what you think in the comments. You know, have you tried this beer? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Let me know other Casey experiences you've had. General comments on West Coast, East Coast, you know, what fits what occasion. I honestly, I can drink both of these types of beer all year. But yeah, this has been Willie B, and this is Willie B Drinks Beer. Cheers.